My name is Haley Carroll, and today I'm going to be discussing the fall of the Romanov Dynasty. We will also be looking at the major factors that led into this fall, and we will be connecting it to previous lesson material from this class. Let's get started! This statement covers that the Romanov dynasty was a part of the Russian Empire as their rulers. In 1917, the Romanov dynasty fell under the ruling of Tsar Nicholas II. Because of failure in military tactics, the Empress's relationship with Rasputin, and economical factors. The Romanovs left a lasting effect on the Russian Empire, and curious historians to this day. This presentation will cover that there were multiple reasons this ruling dynasty fell in 1917. What were these reasons, and how can we uncover this? This topic layout is going over all the major factors and conclusion of the fall of the Romanov dynasty. This timeline shows important events that happened during the Romanov dynasty. It begins in 1894, with Tsar Nicholas II taking the throne and marrying Princess Alexandra, and it ends in 1917, when the Bolsheviks take power. The Romanovs were a long-ruling empire in Russia, lasting for over 3 centuries, and as we said, that he came into power the same year his father died, and he ruled until 1917. They were devout believers in the Orthodox Church, and the family dynasty includes Tsar Nicholas II, Tsarina Alexandra, Grand Duchesses Olga, Tatiana, Maria, and Anastasia, and the Tsarevich Alexei. To support the thesis, we discussed that there was failure in military tactics. This included democratic challenges to traditional structures to the Russian conservatives, stemming from the late 18th century Enlightenment liberal ideas. This caused peasants wanting these rights to hurt those above them, such as employers and upperclassmen. And to start this failure in military and governmental position, Nicholas and Alexandra and their children, they were symbols of the old order, and they would feel the coarse edge of these feelings. Continuation of failure in military tactics also stemmed from the Russo-Japanese War happening in 1905, where many valuables were lost, and Russia's involvement in World War I uncovered harsh realities, exposing the Tsar's rule to close scrutiny. Leadership division and lack of attention to his military contributed to the fall of the Romanov dynasty. To put everything together, warring classes and political parties had been waging war before the Russian Revolution. Liberal ideas, failing important military movements, leadership division, and recovery from the Russo-Japanese War all left Russia in a state of political division and military weakness. Moving on to the Empress and Rasputin, he lived a very scandalous life in his village as a monk, but due to his scandal, he had to flee, thus gaining homage in the Russian palace. Empress Alexandra was the granddaughter of Queen Victoria, passing on the hemophilic element to her only son, Alexei, and saying that Rasputin was the only one who could heal him. The people of Russia began to take notice of Rasputin's scandal and his closeness to the Tsar and Tsarina. The papers were banned to talk bad about him, investigations were held, and war finally broke out. The Empress intervened and called for Rasputin. Many of these events are the downfall of the dynasty. Economical factors are the last major factor of the downfall. In the Tsar's autocracy rule of Russia, class struggle was a major problem. In the stance of warring classes and filling wages, the civilians were looking for a solution. During this time, the Bolsheviks were formed, a key group in the downfall. The Bolsheviks started their political party before the revolution, and when the time came due to weakened military and the Tsarist ruling, they struck and rose to power. All who opposed were brought to an end. The Tsar's ruling dynasty of the Romanovs were forced to abdicate the throne and murdered by the Bolshevik group in 1918. The Bolsheviks' reign became evident. All the classes had wanted different rights and a new Russia, got a new Russia, with fewer abilities and without their Tsar. Together, the fall of the Romanov dynasty was caused by numerous factors. Failure in military tactics, the Empress's relationship with Rasputin, economic factors, and the rise of the Bolsheviks all led to the fall of the great Romanov dynasty. These are all the sources used. Thanks for watching.